And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will talk to the NGC candidates we want to be mayor for the Freetown City Council, Samuel Itam. We will talk about the plan and what he gets if he win the March 7 election.
Well, this is another story for you inside the program, plus walk about separately for you. So no gonna we continue for listening. As we live on air on 98.1 FM in Freetown and 077-981-981. The number is 077-981-981. Be part of the program. Good morning, Salon. Well, as the 2018 elections will be March this year, we don't see the National Electoral Commission don't begin nomination for different candidates them across the country. Well, one person we don't complete the nomination process for big candidates for the NGC. Now the mayor election will go be March 7. Now Samuel Itam, where they represent the National Grand Coalition. Good morning, welcome to the program.
Good morning, family.
Well, as you from where now there for tell you this morning about your aspiration, which everything gets in the package as the contest for the mayor of Freetown, which I plan to in case you win the election, we can discuss and continue for the way to come back to you shortly. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue to be part of the program. Send message to the number 077-981-981 or go now Radio Democracy Facebook page and drop a comment on the issues already discussed at the program this morning. If they get you in a McKinney, they get you on 98.1 FM. One more time now the studio, one for welcome Samuel Itam, winner the NGC mayoral candidate for the 2018 elections. Good morning, one more time, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Yes. For start with, who that's not Samuel Itam?
Well, Samuel Itam, born in Freetown, February 17, 1952. I grew up in Freetown. My papa na the sojaman, so I spent most of the growing period in various barracks, them Juba, Bafos, Moriton, Daou, and sometime also Nabo. And I attended schools them around there, but I finished my primary education at Ubafos. Then I started grammar school. I did it for 2 years. Then I finished. I go services. Then after I done my O-level there, I go back to grammar school, go to 6th form. After that, I go England, go study. I study economics. Now Queen Mary, University of London, and then London School of Economics and Political Science. There I get recruited. I go work in International Monetary Fund. Mainly because President Kaba and other people they asked me for come back. So I come and work with President Kaba as economic advisor. And then we get the election. President Koma come. I continue with President Koma for a short while. Then when Samuel Kama come back for can be governor, Sierra now be in line for become the director for the group of English-speaking African countries. So President Koma asked me for go replace Samuel in Washington. Then I come back 2010 and I run there since then continuously.
Right. So you will not ever involved in active politics as you do now?
No, not really. But me not be party member. I mean I be SLPP party member for a long time.
And you believe contribute? Yes,
in terms of paying me dues, etc., and giving advice.
So why?
But not actively.
So now I'll move away from the SLP, go now the NGC.
Me not one of the people that will move, yes. But I not be moving in concert with other people then. I make my own decision.
What's you base your decision on?
I think to say when I see how things they evolve, I've come to the conclusion say, can the Yumkela go get the right recipe for make this country grow? And what we need now alone, now growth. And people like myself, can they don't work in many countries then. And I think to say we're able to put the policy the way right to move forward. And my own contribution I concentrate in Freetown. Because if we not go, we not go get the job opportunities then. And if we not get the job opportunities then, we will continue to be poor. 70% of we youth they not get job in Freetown. That's very bad. It's very worrisome.
So you're not going to do that under the SLP ticket?
I think to say, when I look at, you get a synergy from the central government as well as from the local government. We get to work together for move forward. As we now all know, the last mayor of Freetown, some people in Kota are saying, he not be getting support of the central government, and that not be handicap. Me believe say I go able for work and get the full support of the NGC. And I also believe, say, NGC go get the right policy nationally and me go able to do my own small bit in terms of the Freetown City Council.
From the background information where you give us, you seem to be an economist, you get economic background. How an economist plan for can fit in administration?
Well, not so much administration. Administration important. You get people them for do that, and I don't do many administration work. As you go up in career, you're an economist, but you reach a point where you get for administer a program for country, you get for know how to do that. But essentially, now how to devise the policy them, we go make Freetown City Council become financially independent. For low raise the resources them, so that we're able to provide the basic services them with the people they need in the city. I think to say I'm able to do that, particularly working in concert with the central government.
So looking at you as that kind of possible be a party, but not actively involved. Now you can't contest and they not the thick and thin of it all now. You know, when you decide to take that decision, because you don't, most of the time now they kind of low profile people them way people are not really done the same.
I agree, because I see what they evolve. I continue for complaint. Now they may can't see what you able for do, and I take up the challenge. This is an attempt for give back. This is an attempt for bring me experience in terms of policy making, in terms of administration, in terms of how to grow the economy, for bring them to bear, for see what you for do for the western area urban. So this is my challenge.
Waiting different from that Itam within in those days where they complain to the one now. Waiting not different.
Nothing not different. The Itam will be the complaint one for put now, waiting be the suggestion for do. For example, we get institutions them, we get system them. Waiting to happen at Freetown City Council and Western area and urban. Some system they know they work, they don't work, we for fix them. Some system them don't become archaic, they're not old, they no longer fit in the modern setting. Remove them. We need for introduce new system them, new institutions them, for go with the times. We need for establish that and put that. But after you put that in, you then get for generate the resources for finance them. And the simple example I give, this, when you say you get fire force, now Nigeria born, but then be transferred here and I also be the work. At independence, and that thing they all man get British passport. At independence, my papa naturalized, become a Sierra Leonean. So that's not a question. The records then they in the military headquarters. Anybody want to go? People that waiting at the military, in fact, when they hear this, a delegation come out Moriton, vex country, we say, waiting for the, I say, make them quiet. They will left and so, make the, let's see, take us stage by stage. If need be, we go follow up.
Right. So now we see City Council get plenty issues. I used to say some systems and they were already done broke and not a work, you know, the plain issue of the sanitation of the city, market spaces, congestion, issues of revenue generation, issues and plenty. How you plan for attack the issues in there?
First of all, we must bring in the people that will get involved. Let us start with which one you want, sanitation. For clean Freetown, important. But we don't want one day wonder. We don't want 1 week wonder. This is not a central government in duty. This is not Freetown City Council in duty. We not for abdicate that whole day to the central government. The Constitution of Sierra Leone and the Ordinance and the Local Government Act and all the bylaws clearly specify who side who that for do it.
What they describe as 1 day or 1 week activity?
Well, for example, we say we get Operation Clean Freetown not so long ago. What happened to that? Because we not be owner. Freetown people them get for own the operation. Now we get for owner.
How they go for owner?
By contributing towards it, and then the shift this, decentralize that to the ward then. The councilman then they. The initial plan, nothing not wrong with the initial plan. It be good. But we not continue.
So it's at the new strategy where you want to come now the system for sanitation and city.
For sanitation, for everything, we get to apply rules consistently across everybody and every day. Not to just 1 week, we stop. Not to just rules apply to some people, them, apply to others. Now that I mean. Cleaning Freetown, let we start with we self. If you begin for clean your area, you never go see that. They will continue. Let we get system now, each of the ward them, we take responsibility for that. Yes, we need funding, then we will see how we go fund that.
Some of them say how you don't talk about, so not to think it's strange.
Agree.
Plenty people understand that the attitude of the citizens then need for change. We made them establish the attitude and behavior change, but from that time to now, we still get complaints of people in attitude for achieving what you talk about too. How you plan for work around the attitude we need for change for achieve that? Waiting
people they expect, not to just here, anywhere. You get rules them. Implement the rules them consistently. There should be consequences when you broke the law. Then everybody for know the law and it's predictable. If you broke the law, what thing will happen? When you move that way there and people then know say this not just happen 1 week, people go comply. When we say yes, Freetown people then lawless and this, Freetown people then let you go other country, you will beat them lawless there? No, they're not the DNA, they're not the blood. Now the attitude come about because we don't apply the rules then consistently, fairly, and throughout the system. Let we do that. You go see people that will say, yes, that's so forgive. When we go for nomination, with all the people that they expect noise, etc., it was very serious, clear, simple, quiet process. Why? They next establish rules, would have for come up, when you for come up, and waiting for do. Once people that know the rule, people then go away. Me not believe say Sardinians them or Freetonians them all lawless. No. Make them know the law and make them know how the law will work and make them see the law will work for all man, not just for one group. Believe me, things go move.
All right, continue for the final studio. Samuel Itam, NGC candidate for the mayor of Freetown inside the March 7 election. Continue for the two. We'll come back to you shortly.
They will strengthen that. They will encourage people therefore take ownership and clean their place. And these bylaws then, it will get penalty if they meet you place dirty. Penalty there. They'll start for enforcement things then there. And then we take ownership such that we gladly forgive now we surroundings.
Okay. So what about the area of these markets of space? People selling on streets all over, you go Lumley, you go inside Tongue, you know, we go side for everyone to get past or waka.
May I tell you one of the interesting things? We get zoning also. Woolstead for Freetown. When you go to St. Mark's Church in Lumley, you see that the wall, no street trading, Freetown City Council. Then you see the Freetown City Council man, they sell license to people them, where they sell there. You get rule, you don't apply them. Now you first don't broke them. Explain the rules then to people them. That's not the first thing. Enforce them consistently. But also make sure say you deal with the people there. Then people then they want market. What did happen from market? I don't know when last time you go Kuto Road. Kuto Road, when you go inside, half of them empty, they store them. What you do? People then come at the treat for be the first person where the customer go see. But if you say, listen, we don't build this place. Fish for this so, beef for this so, plazas this so, whatever. And let we all enforce them together. Nobody not allow for taking your market go na treat. People that go do. Then people then go. But at the same time, you get for make arrangement. People that we can't shop there. We say them go park. You see, the city don't evolve. Plenty of people that now get car. When they build a market there 1845, whatever, or 1894, near the 200 years ago, the place, people there, plenty of people that not be get car. But now so, when with so much car, people that own car, people that go shop with car, you get for look about city public parking. So you enforce the rule, you create alternatives then.
So you feel say like the rally they pass and mayor they don't feel for able for doing a Freetown?
Almost we don't talk about building public park. I give you the example about Lumley. You say no street and no street, then they sell their license for trading. You know they enforce the law. You don't explain that to the people then. Why you blame them? Not do you get a license for making shit on the sell?
One thing that will happen with the enforcement now, consistency and continuity, not then they start, but along the line,
they stop.
They stop. Waiting, Mr. Itam go do if you be mayor for ensure say you begin them again and continue with them consistently.
Believe me, I think from the word go, they say you get rules, you get for apply them, agree completely. You for apply them consistently, continuously. People therefore see say you believe that and you do them. When you do it 1 week, you stop. People then take chance again. But you get for 2 but you get forget the manpower. You get forget the system. We get people that way they do the inspection. You get people that way they sell the trading license. Make them do it properly. The man was supposed to tell you say no, not for sell here. You for the sell inside. Now they sell you a ticket for make you team up there and sell.
Somebody go and say we they out easy for selling things there, but we they inside the with all the politics in a way politicians they play around them, market to man them. Now it's very difficult, especially for deal with streets together.
You want to tell me say they market to man, they left for them a squalid condition for sale? No sir. They also want nice hygienic area. You explain the rule to them, you provide the alternative, they will embrace it. You want to tell me say they don't get toilet facility, they don't get running water, they let them? They don't like that at all. Work with them and provide them facilities. You go see how the place will change.
Some areas and the way the facilities they still not the use. I just mentioned Kuto, other markets in there like Bombay Street where you go the market inside virtually empty.
Well, wait till I tell you. Now you not enforce say no, you not bring your marketeers for sale. Go back to the store. When you talk with them and say we don't agree, say now ask you for sell beef, now ask you for sell this. You say now this not the way we go enforce them. You will see where they go cooperate. Not give anybody the advantage for make income out go to the street for go sell. Once you do that, believe me, you'll be amazed how people then go move with them. Because then go see how they work, then say go let them.
We will continue with the program Good Morning Salon, and we will bring this midweek edition of the program to you. Mina Mebel Kaba.
And Mina Mexisi.
Well, we still get at the studio with Samuel Itam, we want for be mayor at the Freetown City Council under the National Grand Coalition NGC. You don't tell we but how you plan for handle the issues we get for do with sanitation and congestion. For letting 2 years so and other one them be done, you need money where the council for generate, where we can call revenue generation. And City Council get the responsibility for collect city rates, local tax and other tax them way for make the council get money for run the administration. How your own administration plan for work around the issue if you happen for be the mayor, especially when we get for do with the local tax where people know the pay again.
Okay. When you look Freetown, you don't outline a number of areas then how the city council create for raise revenue. One area where go be priority for me for look at now house rate. House rate a very small percentage anyway. I don't want for change that rate for to start off with. I just want for let we value house them properly. I believe say houses them completely undervalued for that.
Right now?
Right now. If you want, I will give you proof. I go up now Greenville Lane, 10 Greenville Lane. The house rate why they pay the higher than the one who sat up na side street. When I raised that issue there, somebody challenged me, say, oh, you want for pay more? Of course. I said, no, not a matter of paying more. How you go value this house this, and you value this house so much lower? We get for do that. Then I asked the question, what is the procedure for value? They say every 2 years they for value houses. I don't remember when last I see somebody can value the house. I don't remember una. If una remember somebody go value in the houses. The other aspect is, you know the wait for make people then go pay their house rate. Now you want the money. So now you get for engage them for make them pay on time. We for modernize that area the how we collect. Now you go then go open one big ledger for you for find your address. etc. We can modernize this and computerize it. We gonna make it such that somebody able for go pay immediately in the bank or even pay from mobile. You go able for collect. Now that no one for start for. I don't want for begin for raise any rate anything. I want for let we use what exists first. Let we see. And then from that we see how to manage. But the important thing is when you raise their money here, we get to explain to the people that how we use them. We get to explain clearly how we use them and what you do, how we prioritize them. Now that when you deliver quality service, now that they make people they're happy for pay order one day. We talk about the poll tax or the 5,000.
Local tax.
The first term where they introduce them, many people then pay. What happened? Some concern come about accountability, about how the money be used. Of course people then resist. You self go for resist. If you suspect say they know they use the money for the proper way. So now what thing they happen? Now only when people they require for show down receipt, then they go pay. No? Otherwise they know they pay. But what you will for do? Demonstrate to the people them what you collect, how you use them. Make them see say you they deliver the goods and the services. What the city council for do?
For ensure that because some people don't see some of them services and then a council they need for like privatize and give them to companies then for handle them because maybe then get more innovation for collect tax and rates than done.
Would that deliver no matter because you get for pay them either way anyway, right? Because you can outsource them, but you pay somebody for do that. That means to say you not get the department for do that. You then you probably feel say it's cheaper for do outside.
So looking at council, if you're gonna council, if you say council gets that capacity for effectively handle then send like house rates, shop rates and other taxes that way people and for people increase on the revenue generation.
Me believe say with the talk say we get 70% unemployment. Young people then they. If you engage them people then they even for 6 months. If you give them 6 months contract, when I go to this area then value and you train them, short training, half of value. We get value as then at Freetown, And make sure you, the listeners, them, everybody get for hold me to account from day one. From day one. And not to we talk nice election time, election come, then we all gladdy, then 3 years in, then we begin for get ready again for another election. Let we start from day one.
Your opponents like don't the picture of them don't declare now. We don't see people don't go to nomination as you don't do. And we see even the one where we get small issues, the courts don't go ahead for let transfer the registration can at the urban area where they will go to the nomination by the end of this week, so next week. What do you think of the contender?
I think to say everybody get good ideas. The question is, would that you believe say go deliver? The challenge is in Freetown, it's open to we all the see her. But who that you believe say go deliver? We don't get 10 years or even you go back before that, 2004, of continuous APC group. Or if even before that, you will get SLPP people there. Who that go deliver? Who that go live this place? Who that go make Freetown the place where you go live and prosper? Not to the place where you go live and suffer. Not to just for now say, with generation the way they come. Transportation.
So
take transportation. Now we, NGC, and under the leadership for the local government.
Why? Why you think so?
Because we get the idea and we're ready for deliver. We not come for we come for return. We come for lift up the whole country. Take transportation. People that will come out Klein Town or Eastern, forget about it. You're lucky if it not take you more than 2 hours. You know, say we can use the sea.
But what you say not too different from waiting the other candidates and they go say.
Uda don't tell you but for use the sea for transportation. Uda don't tell you. You know what give me the idea there? You see what happened between Lunge? You see how that man don't develop? Now you want for begin for start for the go from here to Conakry? Waiting do we not go get strategic jetty points them? Left the boat and down that to private sector, make the candidate. We provide the primary infrastructure. Yes, faster. Other country then they do that. Other countries, and they do that.
We don't see the council now one way allegations them we don't come out say the central government and political influence they embark the local council they work. Now you don't explain waiting are your own ideas and policies and initiatives them we want bring now the Freetown City Council. How you plan for work around them if your own policy them and initiative where you want for use not match with that of your party or the central government?
Let me start very simple. You get the constitution. The central government, they set the framework for the whole country. They get everybody get the area. The local government get their own local government act, bylaws, etc. We for work together. Now the same people that elect you, don't forget that. The same people them objectives them and then we want for fulfill. So for work together. But that don't mean to say tension no good day. When tension then for sit down and see how for resolve them. But if that not resolved, let we go back to the books. Now that makes sure we get a judiciary system. That judiciary system there go determine who that in area if in terms of responsibility. And if you not like the law, procedure there for change them. Follow that.
So now an assurance we give the people and say, for instance, we know we'll see like the one way they send at it, you want for put foot down, say them for stop for sell day. You know we get that political influence from perhaps maybe when I go up and forget the presidency, when I not get that influence.
For do that, you get for work with the people that they sell and treat and provide them, as I said before, alternative and work with them. And if you get tension with the central government, the central government will get for demonstrate whose side is then at the constitution will give them the right for saying that they control street trading as against the local government.
We continue with the program Good Morning Salon, and you don't send a text message to the number 077-981-981 and save now we Radio Democracy Facebook page. We start now for look at the messages then we on don't send at the program and the concerns that we will send for the guests, it will respond to them as we read the message then. This very first one where I read from the text and the person say Mr. Itam, we see say the court don't enforcement for register the Papare and Avon, even though they not be registered at Itam. If you lost to any of them in the election, you will challenge that decision they really court. We will look at small messages where on don't send. This other one they say Sierra Leoneans, let's forget about partisan and put the country first. This man has aspiration for this land. Let's give him chance. I believe Freetown can go forward. It comes out from William Sykes Street. This other message where we look at the program, they say, I believe in Mr. Itam. He is the right man to change the municipality of Freetown. I wish you success. It comes out from Suleiman Nakongo from Bridge. This other one is say, I had you two registered outside Freetown. Is it true? This other message we get to do with the house them where we look at community. Don't go hand over to government now 6 miles. The person they say, I hope the houses will be distributed equally to all the flood and mudslide victims. Look at small messages here.
Yes, Septimus Kanu on Facebook, they say thank you Pamenda Bra for clearing the air about the mudslide from the NGC Unayeri. Now World Bank country representative they talk so.
This one on that same issue, the person say I am a flood victim, but the ONS boss told us clearly in the meeting that the houses were not meant for us, but for the Sierra Leonean who meet the criteria. It comes from Alex Waza.
Mohamed Saidou Kamara on Facebook say Radio Democracy, NGC is the only political party that can transform the atmosphere of this country into a new conducive environment by bringing new people and new administrative policies in all sectors. With NGC, touch one, touch all.
This other message, again for the house, the person they say, well done to the local communities, but Radio Democracy, your assignment now is to establish whether the houses are for the flood and mudslide victims or for sale. This other text message on the issue we get to do with the building them with them broken and came. The person they say, if they did not spare the school and church, I wonder what they would spare. With such large acres of land, why won't you give up the school and church area?
Julius Kamara say the World Bank always wants to in-depth third world country So Western countries will continue to plunder other minerals and will also continue to dictate to them. They were always ready to promote and sponsor African dictators.
This one says, it feels good listening to Mr. Itam. I believe in you for change. It comes from Alan Cash.
This one says, if the mayor look outside his window towards government wharf, you will see abandoned cars on approach to Navy that has been there for over 2 years.
This other one, they say, brilliant ideas, Mr. Itam, but implementation will be the highest issue.
We look at more messages inside the program. This one say, I made to understand that Mr. Itam is a Nigerian. Besides, the name Itam sounds very strange. Please help us more about your background. Well, from the message, so we come over to the guest at the studio for comments.
Thank you very much. Make I take for in terms of the main things then. First of all, you say if I lost, if I go challenge the court ruling. The court don't rule. We get a system in the country, we get judiciary, they don't rule. Me deaf this to the legal expert them in terms of interpretation. But if I challenge, I not go wait till I lost before I challenge. I for challenge now. So therefore, if I lost. But that not in the cards at all. I know they lost. So either way, as I say, if I challenge, I for challenge now, and me no intend I left that to the legal people there. And if I lost, not to attend for challenge. He say registration. Myself register outside. I get my registration card now. I want to make you read what he say there. Usa register and Usa my address. So you get up, you tell the readers. So not to me they tell them anymore. I don't guarantee you. You read up. Clearly, if NEC not be see this information, and except before don't complain. So me satisfied with that.
So now one side streets.
Number one side street na my address.
Western Urban Constituency 126 Ward 432 Western Area Urban.
Thank you. So we don't put that to rest now. Yes, I agree. Say the challenge clearly about ideas them implementation. I not promise say everything will work TikTok, but if we work together, when we fail, we go see how we fail, and how for amend them, how for improve them, for go forward. So now that we say, let we come with the ideas them, let we work with them, let at least people they see what you will try for do, make people they help with. And when we fail, we ready for amend them and for go forward. But I show you say, with the people that within a Western area, the people that were ready for change, the people that were ready for me the place go forward, we not go fail. We all go work together for go forward. The last one before I come to abandon cars, talk about me name. My name originates, as I tell you before, say me papa come out long time from Nigeria. But as according to the constitution, that it follow. That in the way it comes Salone, now because they post here, Salone, Gambia, Ghana, Nigeria, they all them be treated like one country. All man are British citizen. So many Salonians then they will be left here, go work in Nigeria, civil servants. So when you go to Nigeria, you find Macaulay, you find other names them. And the similar they say where we get other names they will carry, the similar name we find name them from other countries we carry. Now that way they come here. Yes, we not plenty. Now that you go say. But today, my papa served in the army, my sister served in the army. One of the first few women that were enlisted in the army as officer. That's alone.
Why you not serve in the army?
I go on for Savo. Where I for school was where I apply for, where I take common entrance. Now the services, that in the train officers there. They don't accept me already, they put the notice up. When we go for the interview now, the gun told past me. They can't find me boot size. I'll be too small. Long and short of it, I was too small for go to. So that makes sure I end up going grammar school.
Right. So generally, looking at your professional career, outside the work, the wider work, somebody they will say maybe you know able the politics, the heroes of politics na salon.
You see, we blame too much politics. You know, even at yourself, you play politics. You dey negotiate with the welfare, you begin them by many things. You don't call them politics because you all want to move forward. Not to every day we all get the same idea, but in the end, when they move forward, when I get order, when I get discipline, now the same thing in terms of country, in terms of locality, in terms of moving forward. We all get for work together. We all get for negotiate. And within the main thing, we all get the same objective for uplift we self. That's not the thing. So, if you call that politics, I get that. If you call for lie and say I go do this and not do one, I don't get that. If you call the thing say I go take people their money and it disappear, I don't get that. Because me now one person way very grateful to God. I know how to put up. I don't think to say me needs them so tremendous. Okay? If I put them very crudely, I'm not angry. In fact, if you look me side set, because she said I'm not quite angry. So therefore, I can't for serve. I can't for work with the people there. Now the politics that.
So, which is the blinking? Because with what IMF advisor to the president, everyone at some point you say you work with President Obama. Which is the blinking?
And they bring in, when you say IMF, not just put on so. I work with a number of countries then, over 50 countries in the world, from Asia to Latin America to Southeast Asia to some countries in Europe. Now that's the bring. Now that experience they bring. Don't forget, say we be the work with this country, then you work with them for bring policy for growth. Growth will go generate employment. Growth will go uplift the country. Now that I bring. And I don't see it don't work in many countries. I tell you something. When I go into my career, then get me for lead a mission to Singapore. Black man, they did IMF mission, go Singapore. I just want for them to say that number for put context. They get this dinner. A senior official, they ask me, say, we understand, say, you come out Sierra Leone. I say, yes. He say, well, what you do, they help them with their difficulties. I say, because I dey here, now me work for help you. Clearly, what you be the try for say, no can tell me what you for do, when you get so much problem like your backyard. Maybe you could put it that way. But the thing is, I get the experience of how for challenging things than they. NGC get the experience of how for good things than they.
You don't make both as IMF workman and advisor.
Contribution now.
Contribution to the nation.
To Sierra?
Yes, way tangible, way capable pointing that I say this to happen, so how to this policy, now what advice this for happen.
You see, part of macroeconomic policy. This scholarship, now many schools are now. I'm not to take the credit. I walk through that because I put me on small thing there. Similarly, I walk through my church, and they were in church. You go there, yeah. But again, I'm in the neighborhood and a side street. Beginning the day where I put to college, that find job for them, then settle. Now that's me we do. I not be to do that because I want one day where I go begin for say, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this.
Alright, we'll continue for the return of the studio. Quickly we'll go for walkabout. When we come back, we continue the program.
Right, we come back to Samuel Itam, where you for being mayor of the Freetown municipality under the NGC. You don't talk about so many things them where you the plan for do if you happen for be the mayor of the Freetown City Council. But how you go classify them under long-term, medium, and short-term goals them, especially the first 90 days. If you be mayor, what do you want for achieve?
I think the first thing that for try for improve the finances of the Freetown City Council, because that will enable for let we tackle many urgent things there. But the long-term thing objective that for make Freetown an industrial hub, make it such that it attractive, we attract business them, where they generate jobs, we go make people there able to get employment, and definitely attack the transportation issue. For make them, how we go make them easier. Now, clearly, somebody be asked before and not be touched on in terms of abandoned vehicles. With this, not something we get for deal with. But this one, we get for deal with them on a national basis, working with this national government, but also see what happen in terms of the neighboring countries. You know, Nigeria don't ban cars them. You know, they import any car we don't more than certain year old. Now, the Freetown, if we're not careful, you say we see so many abandoned cars. That because we don't turn our graveyard for all these old luxury cars the way they come. We have to do something about that.
This person they send message say what you plan for do for the public toilets and with the under Freetown City Council.
For renovate them, rehabilitate them, and get them functioning. Believe me, we need them. Because somebody, all that they add in terms of cleaning up the city, for make somebody able for easing self, in case of emergency, in case of being pressed, let we try to do that. We therefore address this steadily as we go forward. But yes, that's something we'll for look at. Then be the function before. When old man like me will be picking, then thing they be the work. In fact, they call them, they get the name, I go spend penny. Because they put a small coin, the door open. Then you get attendant then for deal with them.
How you go convince somebody we maybe not decided who that if for votes for way sandwich for votes for possibly for the mayor? How you go convince that person they say you're not the right person?
Okay, two things. First, we want for make Freetown, as I want to emphasize in all this term, place where you live and prosper, not a place where you live and suffer. Once we agree on that, you therefore decide who that you feel say could deliver. And me determination, me drive, and working with NGC, we go deliver. So therefore, now that decision that you get for me, and let we all be clear, when you go inside that booth for go vote. And one question you get for ask yourself, not a party, who that go deliver what you want. Now that you get for ask yourself. And now you want the number to make that decision there and make the right decision. Vote for me, vote for NGC, we're going to move this country, we're going to move this western area and urban forward.
Somebody they send message, you're going to be the final message we will look at this morning.
Yes, this policy they talk about this issue of dual citizenship, we are sure saying apply to local.
Whether I apply or not, me not get dual citizenship, I don't ever get other citizenship in my life. If anybody know better, make it come prove up. And I know you know go see me to go to any embassy or go change.
Right. Well, one for you plenty. Thank you, Region, on the program this morning. In name Samuel Itam, in the NGC, the National Grand Coalition, the candidates for the mayoral election in Freetown. We will continue for bring other political parties, mayor candidates, for Freetown City Council and in subsequent program, and also Tango which we will bring them together and see how they can before discuss the issues them face to face.
Yeah, well, as the wrap of the program now, Mr. Itam, you believe in the issue of the dual citizenship who don't come up now ahead of the elections, although not to that you care for?
I think Alpha Puta, it's unfortunate that people don't interpret the constitution differently. It's unfortunate. But the constitution is the constitution. But that not mean to say if we be do wrong in the past, we will continue to do wrong. It's unfortunate. And if we're not happy with that, again, what I say, let we try to change the law, follow the process.
So now, yes, say you support, say, that the right thing this way for doing that.
Now the right term in the sense that just because you did do them before any wrong, not mean to say for continue. Now, the machination behind it, I don't know, and it don't bother me.
And so many people on the post on social media say the NGC party in one way, then they engage for if this be implemented fully ahead of the election.
Let we know engage. No engage. We the come. No engage. We the come now.
Alright. Plenty thank you for joining the program this morning. Samuel Itam na name and self. Plenty thank you to you. We'll send you message for add request to Tine we discussed on the program this morning. Thank you to the executive producer Michael Sambola, Alex Lawrence Kuroma, producer, and the rest of the Good Morning Salon team. DJ Ahmad Wegi, technical support. Listen to the election term at 12 as we get more issues then we get for do with the March 7, 2018 elections. May we say get yourself a wonderful day.